something funny? I put on perfume as if you guys are gonna smell me. I don't have anything after this. I just can't say I don't care. Hey guys, it's me, Maitlin. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I've been off to college and I took a break from this because it was a lot and I felt like my first year I should just focus on college instead of this, and this is more of a hobby than anything, so, and I actually pay to go there, so might as well put like all my effort into that. Anyway, this video is kind of gonna be like, it's first gonna start off with like me going to the beach, and I also went to my brother's graduation because he graduated from college, so you'll sort of see him walk the stage. And like an adventure going to the beach, and then after I'm gonna answer like college questions that you might have, popular ones, while eating sushi. So let's get started with the first part. Okay, so I'm gonna start with opening the sushi. First we have a dragon roll. Has imitation crab, cucumber, and avocado in it, and it's only 140 calories. It was from, this is all from Sam's Club because I'm broke, I'm a college student, and I don't have a job yet. So this is honestly probably gonna taste nasty, but I like sushi, so we'll try it. Don't knock it till you try it, right? Now I mostly really got this roll because of number one, the crab, and then number two, the spicy mayo, because I love spicy mayonnaise. This is seaweed salad. I ripped it open before I showed you what it was, but it's 120 calories, so it's also from Sam's Club, so I'm balling on a budget. I just got soy sauce on me. Why am I like this? Now what I like to do is I like to add like a little pea-sized amount of wasabi to my soy sauce because I like a little kick to it. And then I mix it in there. Okay, now we're ready for our mukbang, whatever it's called. We can laugh at my idiocy right now before we get started, but I have questions that I just looked up on Wikipedia because we all know that's a reliable source. But I mean, they're questions, they're not answers. So like, I don't. Anyway, what is a typical day like? My typical day was busy. Like I felt like I never had time off in the day. So my first semester, my classes started at 9 or 9:30, which isn't bad. It's not like an 8 a.m. I could never get up for an 8 a.m. But I think next semester I signed up for an 8:30, so good luck, me. I started off my day with music theory. I'm a BFA musical theater major, so this is all like music classes that I'm taking. Music theory, which I hated because it was reading music. Let's just say I'm not good at that, which is good that I took the class then, because like that's a really important skill to have. But the sushi's falling apart. Well, let's give it a taste test. It's not bad. I've definitely had worse. Anyway, I started off with reading music theory and stuff like that. And then after that, I took diction. So you know when people sing, they have to sing a certain way, like kind of talk, sing in a certain way. In that class, that like taught me how to do that. Then I took math. I took 2 classes of math. I only needed to take 1, but I took 2. Not because I like math, actually because I hate math, and I'm really, really bad at it. Before I went to the college, I took an online test to see like how good you are at like a certain math subject. It was algebra. And I did not pass it. I think I got a 32 on the test. And so I had to take a pre-algebra class before I took like my actual math class, which actually counted as a credit. That class was a joke. People in that class didn't know how to do simple algebra, and I actually did. I'm a really bad test taker, so that's kind of why I failed it, but I passed. Like, for my final exam, I got a 99 on it. That's how easy the class was. Anyway, I took my other math class in the next semester. That one was a little harder. I thought there was a chance I would not pass it, but I did. I got 105 on the final exam. Don't know how that happened, but I did. I took my math class, and then I also had piano class. That was fun. I really loved taking piano. I'm gonna take like actual lessons next semester because like the class I was taking was like skills, so you know how to do keys and stuff. And then for my scholarship, I was required to take 2 ensembles. So my ensembles were, one was whatever musical I was in. I got into both. That was the first ensemble, and then the second ensemble is called Choral Union. Now let me tell you how much I hated that class. The class started at 7:30 at night and ended at 9:30. Now, the professor was kind of nice and he let us out like 30 minutes earlier, but I hated the class. It was all religious music, and I'm not really a religious person, and I don't know, I'm more of entertaining songs, and those songs are just like, they're really nice to listen to, but they're not very entertaining, and I like to entertain people. That was pretty much my first semester. My second semester, I did the same thing with the 2 ensembles. I had to take most of the same classes again. I added music tech to my, instead of diction, music tech to my schedule, which was like learning how to use GarageBand and stuff and making my own music. Was not good at that class. The teacher sent me an email because I didn't know like attendance and participation counted in that class, so I missed it a lot. But he sent me an email saying,
yeah, you have a D in the class right now, come to class.
And I went, oh, okay. But he gave a lot of extra credit, and then my final project was so good. So I took a video from Dance Moms because I love Dance Moms, and I took away the music, and then I added like a spoken word to it, and then I added music on top of that. It was so good. And I ended up with an A in the class, so. And basically that's what all my classes were for that semester. Yeah. What's my major like? I kind of just described it to you. I take a lot of music classes, not really gen ed. But something interesting about my major, you'd think that the people who are like actually, saving lives, like the pre-nursing majors, would have like more hours and more classes than the music majors. That would be a lie. The pre-nursing majors, I had a friend who was pre-nursing. She had only 4 classes at one point. Do you know how many classes I had? 8. I had 8 classes. That's double hers. Whatever. One thing I like is being busy, so that helped a lot. Also, I did not have a lot of free time. What I did is I woke up at 8 most days because I did not wear makeup to college, which is strange because I always wore makeup during high school, but I think I just gave up on my appearance during college. And I woke up at 8, like got dressed, brushed my teeth and everything, and then went to the cafeteria to go eat like breakfast. And then I went to my classes, and then in between classes, instead of just relaxing or like studying or whatever, I decided that I needed to make money, and so I got a job that was on campus. My job was actually really nice and it fit my major. I worked in the theater, and I learned how to like build sets and stuff, which is cool, and like how to do lighting for like the stage. So that's cool. I'm gonna have that job again next year. And it was also really flexible, which I needed. But yeah, so my days usually work ended at 4, and that was like also classes added to that, so 4, and then I had like maybe a 1-hour break, 2 if I was lucky, and then 6 or 7, it depended on like who was directing, I had to go to rehearsal. So, and for the shows I was in, fall semester, I was in Into the Woods. I was the cover for the witch, but I wasn't actually the witch. But I thought it was really good, like as a freshman, getting like a role like that. And not like everybody got in the show, so it was like, it was crazy. And the second show I was in was Legally Blonde. I was one of the sorority girls. Kate, if you've like seen the show or anything. Something interesting about my major actually is there was, they don't accept a lot of people in my major, which is kind of cool. There's only 2 freshmen in the musical theater program. Me and Rachel. Shout out to Rachel if you're watching this. Yeah, it was only the 2 of us, so we became friends really quickly. Because that would be, what if we were enemies? That'd be crazy. How are the dorms? Sadly, I did not take a picture of what my dorm looks like, but I feel like, I don't know, it looked like a typical dorm. Like, my beds, you could lift them like really high or like as low to the ground. I liked my bed high. I don't know. It was just a weird experience. I'd never had like a bed high because my beds are always like low to the ground. I wanted to try it. I liked it. And I could also put more stuff under my bed. Like I had a fridge and like a coffee maker, which I never used. I only got the coffee maker to make tea, but I never made tea because I never had time to make tea because I didn't want to wake up earlier in the morning than I had to. We also had drawers and desks, and my dorm had a sink. I know another dorm hall did not have a sink, but mine had a sink, which was really nice because I didn't really feel like, I also had a community bathroom, and I really didn't want to walk all the way in my pajamas to the community. I mean, I did it anyway, but walk all the way like across the hall in my pajamas to the community sink just to like brush my teeth. It was a small-ish room, but I was also never really in my dorm room because I was so busy throughout the day because that's what my major requires. And, sorry. So I was only ever in my dorm room to like take naps or like sleep and get ready for the next day. But, they were pretty small. I had a roommate. Everybody had to have a roommate. She watches these videos. Hi, Jerry. We never really saw each other that much. We only saw each other like in the mornings and at night because number one, I had a really busy schedule. I know she was at the dorm more often than I was. And, we had no problems with each other. At least I didn't have any problems with her. We never got close or anything. Again, because I was never there. But I kind of liked it. Like, that also meant we never argued or anything like that. And it would actually suck to have a roommate that you're always arguing with. So, shout out to Jerry for being a good roommate. Favorite place on campus? Okay. I'm going to sound like a nerd, but I freaking love the library. I love the library. The library had 3 floors. The first floor, which also included the computer lab, which was what I needed because my laptop during the first half of the first semester, the second half of the first semester decided, oh, I don't want to work on the Wi-Fi anymore. So I had to go to the computer lab all the time to like print something or write something or do anything on the internet because my computer would not let me, my laptop. Actually, there was a floor below it, and I guess that would count as the first floor, but that had most of like research stuff in it, and it was also where you had to like be quiet there. I loved it down there. I could write a paper or anything and like nobody would disturb you. And on the 3rd floor, that's where a lot of the books were. I also really liked it up there because they had like nice couches and stuff that you could just relax in, like curl up with a good book and relax. I just really liked the library, and you could also check out as many books as you wanted. I took advantage of that. You'd think like my favorite place would be the theater. I mean, I love the theater, but I was also there 24/7, so it has to go to the library. What clubs am I involved in? This is the last question. Myself, Maitlin Hart, got involved in a sorority. Well, I'm kind of in two, but I'll explain that later. I don't know if I'm allowed to say which sorority, but I got involved in a sorority, and it was a different experience, but I made friends in it a lot towards the end, but I definitely made friends in it, and I think it's gonna be a lot better because I'll be living on the hall. They have the sorority hall, and all the girls. I got involved in like a theater sorority. It's called Alpha Psi Omega. It is, there's like a little thing we had to do. Let me think of it. It's gonna take me a while. These are the colors, and we had to wear them like right here. And when somebody asked us what the colors were, we had to do this for a week. We would say, these are the colors of Alpha Psi Omega, the world's largest honorary dramatic society, in which I am happy and proud to be a pledge. Yeah, it was the theater thing. So that's basically all the clubs and stuff I was in, because I didn't really have time to be in anything else. Let's try the seaweed salad. Can't even tell you how much I love seaweed salad. It's so good. I know a lot of people probably don't like the texture of it. I love it. I love it. It's so good. I love seaweed salad. Anyway, those are all my questions. If you have more, you can always comment them. I look at my comments because I don't have a lot. I mean, I only have like 23 subscribers. But if you want to subscribe. And again, I will try to post more, because I know a lot of people from my new college saw that I had a YouTube channel and they were like, Maitlin, you should post more. So I'm gonna try and do that over the summer, and we'll see if I end up doing it throughout the year. But stay tuned to see if I actually do it. I'm really gonna try, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Guys, I just looked at the packaging for the sushi. Like after I ate it and everything. Yeah, in small printing. Like when I looked at it, I was like, that's a lot of sushi. Okay. When I looked at the bottom of the container, in small writing, it said like the amount of servings, like how many people can eat it or whatever, or like how many times you can, like the serving size. It was 3. I just ate the whole thing by myself. It said it could feed 3 people. There's no way. Why am I